Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Die Hard to Die Harder, released in 1990 and is directed by Rennie Harlan, who has also directed such films like A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, Cliffhanger, Cutthroat Island, Deep Blue Sea, The Covenant, and 12 Rounds. And this movie, of course, is starring Bruce Willis, Bonnie Bedelia, William Atherton, Reginald VelJohnson, Franco Nero, William Sadler, and John Amos. And the reason why we're talking about Die Hard 2 today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from one of my long-term subscribers and contributors of this channel, Dr. Camp. Thank you once again for your recommendation. If any of you want to be like Dr. Camp and help support me and help contribute to this channel, you can select the PayPal link that is on the homepage of my YouTube channel and send me any size donation that you want and attach your movie recommendation with your donation. And if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a shout out just like what I did with Dr. Camp here. And thank you very much, Dr. Camp, for this recommendation again, because I've only seen this movie once before, and I remember not really enjoying myself, but watching it again for this review, this movie's better than what I remember. Once again, it's Christmas Eve, and John McClane is at the airport to pick up his wife so that they can enjoy the holiday together with family. But at the same time, an international terrorist is being transported via air, and a couple of terrorists are gonna hijack the airport to convince the government to land the plane at this airport so that they can have the prisoner board another plane so that they can escape peacefully. Well, once again, the terrorists have all the bad luck in the world because John McClane is the only one here who can do the thing to stop the thing to save the thing. And these action movies are so much better when you don't have smartphones and you don't have cell phones, when the only communication that you have via phone is via payphone or a phone that you have to pay for on an airplane. It's just the best thing ever, because all of this stuff could be remedied if they just had cell phones. If they would have waited a decade later, they could have saved thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in damages to this airport, because people would have been able to communicate with each other via cell phone. So the first Die Hard comes out in 1988, my birth year, of course. How else would it be such an amazing movie? And it just blows everyone away. This was when we were going away from big muscle heads like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, and we were focusing on action heroes that had more of an everyman persona about them. So we had Bruce Willis, we had people like Keanu Reeves starting out in the 90s. And that's the main selling point of this franchise. It's just this regular everyday cop who finds himself constantly in the wrong place at the wrong time, but again, it's the only person who can do the thing to stop the thing to save the thing. I've got to get that phrase trademark and put that on a shirt somewhere, just so it's always me. So we get John McClane crawling through air ducts again to stop a terrorist who's in the underbelly of the airport somewhere. They're infiltrating the electrical systems, they're taking over the radar so all of the planes in the air can't speak to each other, and they all can't land because they don't know where the land is. There's a big snowstorm outside. Basically, instead of Nakatomi Plaza, it's just an airport now, and it works. It really does work. Is it as good as the first film? I don't think so. And that's probably where a lot of people's mindset is on this movie when they're watching these sequentially, or if you did watch these when they were originally released in theaters, you watch the first Die Hard and it's incredible, so of course you're going to go out for Die Hard 2, and because it's not as good as the first Die Hard, people say, it's just bad because it wasn't the first Die Hard. I say watch them separately. I went into this kind of blind. I didn't refresh my memory on the first Die Hard. I just went into this movie, and I think it's great. I think it's a lot of fun. You got campy dialogue, you got campy situations in there, you have police chiefs in power who don't know a single damn thing of what they're doing, but for some reason always have a beef with John McClane. John McClane, what are you talking about? You're such a hothead. Get him out of here. After McClane gets in like a shootout and shoots two of the terrorists, the cop comes in and like, gosh, it would have been nice to interrogate some of them, but no, some of us have to shoot first and ask questions later. You're such a hothead, McClane. This is standard like 80s action stuff just carrying over into the 90s still, and it's great. I love it. I really wish this whole franchise would have taken place at Christmas, and John McClane just randomly finds himself in some type of terrorist situation every couple of years around Christmas Eve. I really wish they would have done it. I know they don't, though, for the rest of the franchise, but I love how this still takes place, I believe, 2 years after the Nakatomi Plaza incident. It's such a great character, and Bruce Willis is just great in this role. How he talks to himself and how he's quick to respond. He's always got something to say, and he's such a badass action star. Die Hard 2, definitely better than what I remember it. Is it as good as the first Die Hard? No, but I still think it's a really fun time. I'm gonna give Die Hard 2 Die Harder 3.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I am above average.
So guys, if you've seen Die Hard 2, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.